Hey everyone, it's Valuk back at it with a video, and we're back on another account takeover. This time it's ImGod, and they are looking to get into some Queen 12 here. We are on currently 11. It looks like we have not beat 11, so we are going to look to try to improve that. And then just general gearing help here overall on the account. So we're going to try to do that. First off, let's check out what the characters we are working with here. Just look at the legendaries and epics real quick. So we're looking with Mythesia is a solid character for Queen 12. Double Ascension Hacker is going to help us quite a bit. We have Santis, and I did see that we have another couple of pieces in regards to the elite side of things like Regear, Valuk, Rogge. All those are going to be quite helpful in trying to do Queen 12. So we got a couple options here. So if you are enjoying these videos and you like the account takeovers, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's first start off with just de-gearing everything. Real quickly, actually, let's just check what we're working with in regards to resources. We have quite a bit of gear charms available to us. Ooh, I didn't check the gold, actually. 2.2 million. Okay, we got plenty of gold. Let's just check real quick as well if we have any promotion materials. If not, completely fine. We can always just have them do that later if we need to 6-star something. Okay, so we got a couple foodies here. That's fine. They could go ahead and 6-star later if we actually need the stats, but I don't think we will. I think we could do Queen 12 here with just the characters available. So, as I said, I'm going to de-gear. A lot of people have asked me questions about de-gearing. I prefer to de-gear just because it makes it much cleaner. That way I can equip someone and then click the hide equipped button. That way their gear isn't involved in the rest of the characters I gear. It's just a personal preference thing. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, and I will be back when we gear our first characters. Alright, so I went ahead and removed all the gear here, and based on the looks of this roster here, we have quite a few options. So we have the very free-to-play friendly here with Hakrin, Regear, Rogge, and Valuk, which will be the easiest to gear overall. But we do have Santis, so we could run Santis instead of Rogge here. We actually have Mythesia, and Mythesia will most likely take the place of Regear. Let's just really quickly check the glyphs on some of these characters. Okay, so we got most of the glyphs on Hakrin. That's perfect. We're a little low on the glyphs for Santis. We're really low on the Regear glyphs. The blue glyphs are, pretty low, and the Rogge glyphs are pretty low. Let's just real quickly check Mythesia as well. So Mythesia's looking much better than all the other elites. We do not have it max skilled, which could cause a little bit of a problem because the actual healing that you get from this level 4 upgrade is not to be kind of taken lightly. But we're going to go ahead and try to build this out. We're going to use Mythesia instead of Regear here. She just offers a little bit more and will be more useful later on. And then we're probably going to be using Regear or Mythesia, Hakrin, and then we'll decide. I think we'll probably use Valuk and Rogge. It really isn't that much faster with Santis in place of Rogge, and I don't think we have the gear to run Santis right now. If they 6-starred Santis, perhaps, but not without 6-star for sure. So we're going to go Valuk, Rogge, Hakrin, and Mythesia. And so we're going to start off with gearing out our Hakrin. Overall, he's going to be the most important one, especially since we have a second Ascension here. It's going to be super important to get super high defense on him. So we're looking for defense percentage. Pretty much any defense percentage doesn't really matter here. Maybe, hopefully, if we can get HP percentage in the substats, or flat defense is fine. All right, so it looks like we have pretty mediocre green pieces here. So I'm just going to pick a piece and then just slap it on. Actually, I'm inclined to use this blue revival piece right here. We're going all over the place as we're clicking, but also does attack percentage, which could be quite useful because we might have Mythesia have too much attack, and we want Hakrin to have the attack, highest attack on the team. So we're going to go ahead and run this most likely. We can upgrade this to +6 here. I don't want to use too many of these 4-star pieces because we actually might use them depending on where we're at. So we're going to take this to +6 here. Just real quickly, try and get that to +6. Hopefully we roll, we roll crit damage and health flat. Works for me. Not going to be too worried about the gear rolls here. This is a defense percentage 6-star piece, which is really nice. Definitely going to roll that one. This one, honestly, we might want to roll to +9 here because it's a 6-star piece, and it will kind of make up for the fact that we have a bunch of 5-star pieces everywhere else. Health percentage roll. Wow, this has actually turned out to be a really nice piece and worth taking to +12. So we might do that later on. So right now we're just going to focus on getting the pieces out there, though. and improving once we run a couple runs. So we have a couple 6-star pieces here. We actually are looking towards a revival set just on Hakrin alone. We're most likely not going to run defense percentage pieces on our other characters. So we're free to just drop them onto Hakrin here. And this one has attack percentage. I'm inclined to use this one because it's got health flap. It has the attack percentage, which we like because Hakrin wants to be having the highest attack so that he's taking that queen hit. Looks like we rolled double attack percentage and flat HP, which is perfect. Definitely looking like Hakrin's going to have the most HP or attack here, which should be perfect. Looking for defense percentage. This one has 15% defense. Perfect. I'm not even going to bother with looking at anything else. This one has defense percentage, attack. I like this piece. It's a plus 12 piece. Looking for defense percentage here. This one has 11%. This one has agility. Maybe we upgrade this one real quick just to see where it ends up landing. If it lands in a bunch of flat HP, this could be a piece for Mythesia here. Let's just see. Roll flat HP and defense percentage. It's already better. So let's upgrade this to plus 9 here. It is a 6-star piece. I like that quite a bit. Try to roll defense percentage. Roll another flat HP. Perfect. Okay, so we're at 2,300 almost defense on Hakrin with almost 13,000 HP. But we do have second ascension, so this is honestly a little low for Queen 12. But we do have second ascension, which makes it much better. And we can always plus 12 this. We can plus 12 this, plus 12 this. This one's actually really nice to plus 12, honestly. So we might consider doing that in just a second. But we're going to, of course, run a couple runs before we do that. So next up, I'm going to gear out Valuk because he's going to need the focus. So we want to get those focus pieces. It's going to be the next hardest one to gear. So we're going to look for HP percentage here. We're a little lacking, but we have a little bit of revival set here. Action, perhaps. I didn't really focus on revival set, again, for Hakrin. We're not going to need it, most likely, but it was just kind of a side thought. This one has focus in the substats. I'm liking that. We're going to go ahead and upgrade that at least to plus 6 here. So let's go ahead and do that. This was probably going to go to plus 12, to be honest. We roll focus. This is perfect. I'm going to take this to plus 9 here at least. Maybe roll focus. Rolled another flat defense. I'm inclined to take this to plus 12 just because it's one of our few 6-star pieces. And it did roll into focus, which is perfect for Valuk. We rolled another focus. This is great. Excited about that. Let's just try and keep upgrading here. So I actually moved myself to the right side because I completely remembered that a lot of people were asking me if they could just see the stats on the left side, and maybe this will help out for some of you. So hopefully that'll help here to check out some of the gear and some of the gear processing. So go back onto the HP percentage here. We're kind of lacking a lot of HP percentage here. We have almost no gear in regards to HP percent. So that's a little troubling. This may be a little hard to gear. I'm inclined to look for a defense percentage now because of the fact that we have such low options. This is going to be a defense percentage piece. Let's just look at our HP percent pieces over here. Again, we're looking really low on these pieces. Not too great of pieces here, but it shouldn't matter too much. So we're going to go ahead and drop the 6-star piece at least to plus 6. Hopefully we get something good here. Double speed roll works for me. I'm going to take this up to plus 9 just to see where we're at. Let's see here. Agility roll. Nice. Okay. So that works. Let's go ahead and look at some of these other pieces up here. We're going to look for focus. We really want high focus. This has 20, almost 24% focus. I am inclined to just put that onto Valuk here. We're going to want that high focus. This one has high focus. I'm going to put that on him as well. We could look for a Terra set here, which would be quite nice. So we have focus here. This one has HP percent and high focus. All right, we're going to use that as well. And then we're going to look for a defense percentage here. Maybe we look for HP percent. There's no Terra set really available to us besides this one, but maybe we want to keep that for Mythesia. Maybe we drop it on Valuk here because it does have focus. That puts us at almost 12k HP, a little bit less, and then about 850 defense, which is pretty low, to be honest. We have 79% focus. We're going to go ahead and drop that and just keep that stats for now. Then we're going to go ahead and drop Mythesia's gear because we really need her to have some solid healing. So we're going to look for HP percent here. This one has crew rate. This one's a Terra set though. Let's look at the other HP percent here as we have. This one has focus and health. I mean, this one has flat HP, but this one, let's upgrade this to +6 and just see where it ends up going. Well, as I said earlier, we're really lacking our good HP percent pieces. Even just having like a 5-star piece, it doesn't even have to be like a blue or a epic piece. It just, we don't even have any options here. So this one's a Terra set. Okay, we're probably gonna use that on Mythesia here. So maybe we look for a Terra set over here. It really just depends on what of our HP percentage pieces are on the top side. This one is 6%. This one's 5%. Let's upgrade this to +3 and just see where it ends up going. This one's +4, but it's no big deal. Roll precision. We can roll that up to +6 here. Hopefully roll HP percent. Roll precision again. There's no other Terra sets, so maybe we use that, maybe we don't. We'll see afterwards. This one is HP percent. I like this. This one's a solid piece. Agility, I like this a lot. I'm going to take this up to +9, maybe +12 immediately, depending on how it rolls. Another HP percent. Okay, this is a great piece. I would use this on my main account right now. So definitely worth taking this up to +12. This will make up for a lot of the other pieces we're missing. Roll agility, that's fine. Then we got HP percentage here. Hopefully we get something solid. This one has 12%. Let's upgrade this to +9 and see where it ends up going. Hopefully it rolls HP percent. Ended up rolling crit rate. So now I'm looking, maybe we go with a Terra set here and forego the HP percentage part. See, we have HP percent here. This one is 3%. Let's try to upgrade this to +3 here. We're most likely not going to use the 4-star top pieces. It rolled flat HP. That's actually a solid roll for Mythesia. I'm going to up to this +6. Rolled agility. I'm actually liking this. So we're going to try that. HP percent here. We're going to take that. And then we're going to go for another Terra set down here with these boots. And overall, we're going to get 2 Terra sets out of the deal, which is quite nice. So we're going to go ahead and drop that right there. And we end up rolling flat HP, which is the best roll we could have hoped for. So 18k HP, which is really solid at +6, +9 pieces. I am liking that. So now we have Rogge down here. And we're going to want HP percent on him as well. But we are really lacking some HP percent pieces. We are literally just going to pick up what we can. This one's a revival set. It does have a defense percentage roll. I'm going to take this up to +9. We're probably going to need it. Hopefully roll defense percent or flat defense. Flat defense is pretty much the same when you have a 5-star character here. This is the only HP percent piece we have, so we're going to run it. Again, this is the only HP percent piece we have, so we're most likely going to run, unless we have a defense percentage piece here that has some solid HP rolls. This actually might just be better to run in regards to more effective HP, even though we have a 4-star piece, but 4-star pieces are pretty poor. To be honest, in the bottom row. So let's look for HP percent here. We have some pretty poor options to work with. This is the real important one, the helmet. And the reason for that is it has health on the main stat. And so we're going to be wanting to look for at least 5-star piece on the top row for the helmet. It rolled flat defense. I'm actually okay with that. I like the flat stats when you're looking for a 5-star elite. Rolled crit rate. That's a little unfortunate, but what else do we have? Honestly, the fact that it's a 6-star piece really just outweighs any of the other pieces that we have over there. We're going to take it to +9. It actually rolled another crit rate roll, which is a little unfortunate, but it happens. Look for another HP percent here. This one has 12%. I like that. And then over here, we're going to look for HP percent. There isn't anything besides the green pieces. What is this looking like? This one has flat HP. I actually like that. It's in a Terra set, which means we can run this defense percentage neck that's in a Terra set. And that's basically as good as running the substat with 3% base HP, or 3% HP in the weapon, and then in combination with the 4-star piece there. I actually like this combination a little bit better. So we're going to upgrade this to +6. Ended up rolling crit damage, whatever. It doesn't really matter. We're at 11.3k HP with almost 1200 defense. But you have to remember that these glyphs, not completed. Same with Valuk here, not completed. And then also Hakrin, I believe he has all the defensive glyphs completed. So we have this one, which doesn't really matter too much. The attack one actually might come in handy. What about Mythesia? Are we getting all that? So we don't have the defense one. So overall, let's just check here. We have 1300 attack there. And then over here we have, okay, almost 1400 attack. So we're going to have Hakrin tank for sure. So what we're going to do here is we're going to test out this comp just to see where we're at. There's no reason to upgrade gear that we don't need to upgrade. So we're in this comp, you can immediately see we're running Zatlux. If we put in Rogge here, it's going to be much safer. And then we drop the Shield of Mercy, we put in Water Prison. The Queen buff boss actually removes buffs. So Shield of Mercy, if you're running a long comp, it's going to remove the buffs entirely. So we're going to try this out. I may run this a couple times. We'll see. We could try to see what the first wave kind of damage we're taking on the first wave. We're definitely going to want to remove Valuk's skills. We want him to A1 all the time. So you can see the kind of damage we're going to be taking. Those were deflects, so it could be much worse. But the important thing is that we have Mythesia, we have the revive. And so if you have Mythesia, the fact that you're dying on the first wave can actually, you could still win because Mythesia can revive. And because Mythesia does quite a bit of healing and you have Ascension 2 Hakrin, you actually might be able to still win even if your characters are dying on the first wave, which is the real nice bonus that Mythesia offers. Whereas if you're running Regear, if you're Valuk, if you're Rogge, if your Hakrin dies, or even if Regear dies on the first wave, it's an immediate loss. And that's one of the biggest reasons for someone to lose this initial Queen 12 run. But with Mythesia, that's very much reduced. So it looks like we're going to be fine. I'm going to have it play out. This is Queen 11, as you can remember. We're hitting the right elite. So I'm going to let this play out. Come back. If we fail, we'll fail. And I'll show that. If not, we'll move on to Queen 12. So here we are on the boss fight. And we've been through this a little bit. And we are taking quite a bit of damage, as you can see. And that may just be due to the fact that we do not have our glyphs maxed out. So that means that the boss fight becomes much more difficult. But it looks like we probably will get through this. It really just depends on how much damage we're going to be taking here. Our Hakrin is taking quite a bit of damage, and that is one of the things that Regear offers, actually, that Mythesia does not, is Regear has a 2-turn cleanse, and so the person who's actually tanking the stun is actually going to have a significantly higher chance of living with Regear than with Mythesia, because Regear will constantly cleanse that unit, whereas Mythesia has a 3-turn cleanse and heal, and it's oftentimes she uses on whoever's lowest. So that is something to look out for. Hakrin may actually need to be a 6-star here if we want to be consistently winning. But again, our 2 other units, Valuk and Rogge, do not have the glyphs finished. And maxing out Hakrin's glyphs or gear here is the first thing I'm going to be doing before we jump into Queen 12. Because he has some 6-star pieces that are actually really solid, and I do not mind upgrading his gear at all. So we're going to come back once we beat this and then upgrade some of that Hakrin gear. Alright, so here we are. We are at 10% HP, and the boss should be dying any second now. It is a long battle. That's just what's going to happen when you're doing earlier Queen runs. But the important thing is this one looked pretty consistent, to be honest. We didn't even have to use Mythesia's Revival a single time. And, of course, that's one of the perks of Mythesia. So there's the first time clear for 11. Let's just see. We actually got an HP percent boot here, which might be good enough to put on one of our characters. But we're going to go ahead and try and upgrade some of the gear on Hakrin real quick because he was getting a little bit low. And we really don't want Hakrin to die. He'll be the last one we want to die. And of course, promoting him to 6 stars will immediately make this team like much more consistent. But we do have a couple of pieces here. I do not mind taking to plus 12. As I said, these pieces are great. And you'll be using them for quite a while. Specifically this piece, it's got rolled another flat defense, which is perfectly fine. And then that brings us up to another 100 defense. And then let's do this one as well. This one's less solid, but still good enough for our purposes here. We rolled flat attack, so there we go. And we're going to roll this one up. This one's another solid piece. And we're going to get another plus 12 piece here. Let's try that. Roll another HP. So overall, let's just see what we got. We ended up getting another about 200 defense and then another 100 or 200 HP, which is nice. We may actually end up plussing up the weapon or something like that later on. Maybe we want to upgrade some of Mythesia's gear. The only problem is Mythesia's gear is pretty poor. Like we have a 4-star piece here. We have a 5-star green piece with pretty poor substats. And then we have a 5-star piece here. I mean, the nice thing about this is 5 and 4-star pieces are less XP cost to upgrade. And they can also, you know, you can get them back. So we're going to keep it at that for now, though. Try stage 12. Let's see how we do. Again, I'm going to let it play through. We're going to see the first wave here. Again, though, I'm not too worried about the first or second waves because we have Mythesia. If we did not have Mythesia, if we lose someone on the first wave, the run is over. Because we have Mythesia, we can actually run it a couple times. But the problem with this, because it is Queen 12, we actually have a problem that if someone dies, we actually might run the round 50 turn limit and then just insta-lose. So that is one of the concerns with that. So we have to make sure that we're not running that. But already we have that one stack of max HP, and one of the crabs is already dead. So I'm actually not too worried about this. I'm going to let this get to the boss fight and then come back when we're there. So here we are. We just made it to the boss fight, and you can see Rogge is struggling quite a bit. He probably has the worst of our gear across the team, so it makes sense. And again, we're going to get about, I think about 2k HP plus another maybe, I think it's 350 defense just from getting up to that plus or those legendary glyphs. So that would be really, really nice. Also, Rogge will get a bunch of HP and such from his glyphs as well. So not too worried about those two. The one I really want to look out for is Hakrin here. If he's dying and he's struggling quite a bit, then 6-starring him is probably the easiest solution. But if he's not, then really we only have to focus on Valuk and Rogge. I'm really not worried about Mythesia at all. She's the right element, and she's really, really high base stats as well as some really, really strong gear. So not too worried about her. But really, if Hakrin's dying, we're going to need to 6-star him. If Rogge and Valuk dying, I'm just going to recommend that you farm the glyphs. You're probably going to need to farm the glyphs anyways to make this 100%. But overall, it looks like it's doing quite well. So I'm going to let this play out. If we end up dying, I'll come to that. Or I'll come to when we get to the end of this boss fight. So here we are at the boss, and you can see the left hand actually died, and that usually happens on these longer runs between Rogge just hitting with his passive, and then Valuk also hitting with his passive sometimes, getting extra poison over there, ends up killing off both ads oftentimes. But you can also see we're on round 44. So as I said earlier, if we have a situation where Rogge or Valuk, or even Hakrin is dying earlier on in the run, the extra time it takes to get that revival out and us to stack up that max HP and perhaps die again will definitely fail this run. Round 46 is rough. We're getting really, really close. Obviously, the amount of rounds it takes will go down if we can upgrade Rogge's gear because he'll do more damage with the max HP damage. He'll have more max HP, which make more damage to the boss and to the ad. So not too worried about that, but we do have to be careful of not reaching round 42 close. And if you do replace Rogge with Santis, which they do have, absolutely much quicker, but it will be also harder to gear. So here is the first Queen 12 clear in just a second. Once this poison ends up popping, so once this boss takes a turn, we're going to clear up Queen 12, which is going to be awesome. And then I will go ahead and message ImGod on how to improve this team. And we're going to do a couple other things before we wrap up the video. Probably some Regearing on some of the campaign squad, but there you are. Defeat Queen of Tides stage 12, finished, and there's the first time clear. Another 6-star piece, which is actually an amazing piece. I'm actually going to lock this and probably just replace Rogge's gear with that one 6-star piece real quick while we're at it, because that will help out Rogge quite a bit. Let's just see here. Where's Rogge? There he is. And we have a 6-star piece already on him, but let's go ahead and drop this piece on him. Where is it? This 6-star piece. There it is. This is a great piece. Defense percent, resistance percent, and HP percent. I love this piece. This is immediately a +9 piece. Literally, if it rolls another double flat attack or something which it did roll crit damage twice, so maybe I spoke too soon, but I'm going to take this to plus 12. It'll help Rogge out tremendously. And we rolled resistance percentage, so not overall a great improvement, but definitely an improvement on Rogge. We get an extra like 6% HP, plus 12ing that as well, and some more defense. So we're going to go ahead and do some regears for Evra, Zatlux, and probably Cyrus here and Brand. Just gear up these 4, and then we're going to see how we end up with the campaign squad. So I just spoke with ImGod, and it looks like we are going to do some summons. I'm going to do this real quick just before I regear everyone. Let me know, by the way, if everyone likes the camera better on this side. I think overall it's probably better, and I'll be experimenting with that a little bit over the next couple of days and such. So let's go ahead and see what we get. We have a couple of summons, 30 here. Maybe we get some something really good, like maybe a Gello. I don't know, maybe Ciara, another Evra, Valyria, something like that. Ooh, we actually got a legendary. Ooh, Zitlin! Look at that! Look at that! Pretty crazy. And Winst. Oh my goodness! What? Wow! Holy! Well, wow. Well, I'm gonna send this to ImGod real quick. He'll be excited about this, and then we'll go and finish off the summons. All right. They're pretty excited to hear that. But we're gonna go ahead and finish off these summons. Maybe we get another legendary. If not, if you don't even get another epic here, well, looks like we might not, but I'd be definitely excited about that. I don't think we were close to pity. And getting a first-time Winstrex is massive, and getting a Zitlin is pretty great for some later game speed comp, so pretty excited about that. Let's see what else we get. And we ended up getting a Rickard as well, a new Rickard. That's pretty cool. Definitely usable, definitely. So overall, pretty amazing summons for ImGod here. Getting a new Zitlin and a new Winstrex, that is awesome. Winstrex will be absolutely massive for doing some Void Tower, and the Zitlin will be really, really nice in order to perhaps later on building a Speed Ash 12 comp, getting your bounties done, and as well as speeding through Tulpa 12. Pretty amazing there. So let's go ahead and check real quick what ImGod is working with in the campaign here. We're looking at Mythesia, Evra, Brand, Zatlux, which is a pretty solid comp overall. I think I'm going to be swapping out, maybe we just keep this squad overall and then just build out Brand, Evra, and Zatlux, rebuild them out, and see what we got here. So I'm going to go ahead and just take off all this gear and I'll be right back. So I just removed all the gear, and we're going to start off with gearing out Evra here, looking for attack percentage on the boots. Great piece, 12% crit rate, speed, precision, love it. We have a crit damage ring here that's solid. Not great. I'm not inclined to upgrade any of those. Maybe just a crit rate ring here. And this one is the best one that we have. It looks like this one has a bunch of crit damage. Attack. All right, we're just going to run that. Pretty solid. And then looking for another attack percentage amulet here. This is the attack percentage amulet that goes with that. But I think we run this one. Let's try that. And then we go with crit rate here. There's the rage piece that goes with that. Another 9 speed, which is nice. Crit rate here. This one actually has 16% crit rate. This one, wow, this is an excellent piece. Let's actually upgrade this one real quick and see where we end up. I'm going to upgrade this to +6 here. Definitely better than a lot of pieces, even if it doesn't roll. Wow, it rolled crit rate and crit damage. Amazing. Amazing rolls. We're going to go to +9 here. I was going to say, even if it rolls resistance, double resistance, another crit rate roll. Wow. Wow. We're going to upgrade this to +12 here. This is a great piece so far. Another crit. Whoa. Wow. That rolled spectacularly. Very excited about that. Super excited. And then we just need 11% crit rate. And we did get it. So 100.5% crit rate, 192% crit damage, 3,400 attack, even a little bit of precision down here with 12 precision. A great build for Evra here. Excited about that. This helmet is absolutely worth +15ing. Even though it has resistance percentage and defense percentage on it, we still got those double crit rate and crit damage rolls, which was great. Very excited about that. This piece is absolutely worth +15ing. We rolled perfectly. And then this piece is still probably worth +15ing because it's only a 6-star piece, so might do that later on. Brand is next. We're going to go ahead and gear him out and start off with the boots here. So we're going to want speed boots if we can get it, preferably with focus. But it doesn't look like we have really great speed boots here. Maybe we just go, I mean, we don't have good HP percentage boots either, so maybe we go with something else here. Maybe we go with, like, I don't know. Actually, we have quite poor boots here. Maybe we just pick up one of these boots that's already upgraded that has speed on it, and then we worry about getting other stats later on. We have absolutely zero gear for Brand here. Maybe we just avoid gearing Brand up, which is a little unfortunate, but perhaps that's just the better option here. We don't really need buffs too much, but it's really a shame to leave Brand ungeared here. But we have literally 0 HP percent gear and hardly any defense percentage gear that I'd want to upgrade. So I think we just go ahead and drop Hakrin in instead of Brand, and then run Zatlux as well. So we're going to go ahead and gear up Zatlux here, looking for attack percentage boots. These are solid boots that you get them for free for the campaign. So we're going to upgrade these to +6 here. Just see where they end up rolling. Ended up getting a flat attack, flat defense. Sure, we'll keep it at +6 for now. That's the amulet that you get. Let's just check out this amulet. Okay, these are all like okay, but really want 6-star pieces. And now that you can run Queen 12, we should just be constantly farming that and not worrying about anything else for the time being. So we're gonna look for crit damage here. That one's a great piece for Zatlux. Another crit damage piece, triple crit damage. Perfect set right here. We have 73% crit rate, 132 speed, 195% crit damage, and we have 3300 attack. So this is great. And that pretty much is it for this account. We can't really do too much because we are completely out of gear. We're running out of gear charms, and we really just need to farm Queen 12 now. So we do have a nice campaign squad with Mythesia, Hakrin, Evra, and Zatlux. We do have a working Queen 12 comp. The first thing that I would suggest for ImGod here is definitely to work on your glyphs for Valuk and Rogge. I have a feeling that they may die a couple times, but we're missing out on quite a bit of HP and defense between the two of them. And then just work on getting better gear, gearing up your damage dealers, getting Brand in there, and then transitioning into perhaps Ash 12, perhaps some other dungeons and such things like that. So hopefully you all enjoyed, and I'm going to go give this account back to ImGod. Hopefully he's pretty excited to jump back on. And if you are interested in your own account takeover, let me know on Discord. I am accepting just anyone at this point. Maybe later on I will not. But if you message me on Discord, I'll be sure to put you on my list and see if I can get your account in over the next couple of weeks or so. So if you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, drop a comment down below, let me know if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you for the next one.